Don't you love it when you think you have everything together, but your car is so old you don't know if you can keep the keys in it without it locking itself? Sometimes that's annoying. So, I've never even looked at these stores across the street. Isn't that weird? I never pay attention. I'm always so freaking focused. Am I early? I bet you I'm early, aren't I? There must be something wrong. Linda's never early. Hi, Harry. How are you? My camera angle. Hi, Fuzz. Okay, my camera angle's off. Isn't it like always first thing I say is my camera angle's off? So at least I don't run into signs because I can see them in the camera. Is that goofy or what? So, and I forgot the name of it. Oh, I'm wearing Vincent today. Actually, some of my jewelry has names. And, let's see, can I do a quick, let's do a quick, okay, him. That's Vincent. That's Vinny. Oh, I still have my driving glove on. Come on. There we go. He unfortunately enlivened himself about 10 years ago. So that's why I got this necklace with him in mind. But I've been watching like a heavy metal channel that's hilarious and reminds me of like my teenage years, because didn't have access to goth boys back then. Had access to metal boys who wore all black and were cute. So, hi Carrie Ann. I'm gonna make. Hi Suki. Thank you very much, Suki. Suki gave me a donation, which is very sweet. Hi, Sitting. I took a picture, but I couldn't fit it in the thumbnail. I have a picture of a Tillamook cow. He's my travel cow. And I want to make him a thumbnail because my parents always go to Tillamook when my mom was alive. So my dad got me my Tillamook cow. So it says Tillamook cheese on it. It's very cute. So, okay, you're listening in. Also, I was thinking the one that was going to do Mondays but can't because she's probably really far away. We should all go to San Jose together because she lives in Neil Young country. That's what we pretty much used to call it before he got his divorce and had to give it to his wife. And it's hard for her to get to San Francisco as early as it is because she works bar at nightclubs. So 1 p.m. is really early for her. So we should talk about that. Yeah, I totally want to go see the Tillamook factory. Ever since my mom brought me back the cow. And we have a shopping bag with Tillamook on it too. Actually, I think it's an insulated bag. Those are really cool when you have frozen stuff. And you have to put, the bag in the backpack. So, I noticed this morning, I don't think I was listening. I was trying to, but I think I got distracted because I'm trying to get on the I'm going to do my stuff thing. So usually I could do 5 million things and watch Natalie at the same time. But someone just sit across the street and it's a cult. True was talking about Butthead again. So Mr. Cairo. I forgot to check my Reddit this morning. Damn it. Because I don't get notifications from them. Because I'm usually on for pretty specific subjects. I think it was quilting, crafting, maybe repo of what year was I looking at the last time? George Washington era, the skirts. So I would just go visit. And I forgot to do that since I wrote the Cairo thing yesterday on, I don't remember whose freaking Reddit was on. because people still like him. They just don't like him right now. I know the feeling. So people were saying that I hope he, comes out of it soon. And I was like, nope, sorry. But I even said, I protest here 6 days a week at 1 p.m. if you ever want to join me. So it's the free personality test. I wonder what happened to the sandwich board yesterday. I'll just go around the medallion until somebody notices I'm here. Hi. I think they noticed I'm here. Ooh, sorry, I'm making everybody dizzy. So let's see. My ears are messed up again. My ears are messed up. I look like I'm drunk. It drives me crazy. So what? They're going to pretend I'm not here? Oh, nope. Here comes. I guess that scientist over there, the one that doesn't talk to me anymore, might be a big deal. Did you know that your flyer handler said I hate you to me yesterday? That's not very nice, is it? But if that's the way you guys want to live, that's your thing then. If you want to tell people you hate them and you don't even know who they are. He also said something about my fat butt. I think he was under the influence of something, in my opinion, because he was also walking down the street, middle of the street, where there were cars like coming to go to the stoplight, and even I was yelling at him yesterday, telling him to get out of the street. So I think he was a little tiddly on something, in my opinion. But hey, now you're having to like give them things to not care about their surroundings, so they can go handing out those really bad, environmentally not nice flyers. They're covered in plastic, so you can't recycle them. We all found that out the hard way when we were doing it. So, at the club, for an upcoming event at the club. So, it's like, so tried 1,000,001 ways to do it, where we could do environmentally conscious flyers. It was horrible because the other ones are sturdy and the just paper ones, even thick cardstock, they're pretty flimsy. So, but yeah, I know the damn flyers. They're lightly coated with plastic and not recyclable. Like they care, because remember that guy yesterday said I hate you. That was very strange for someone who was wearing a tweed jacket and khakis. The 1980s came back to haunt me. What? So, am I caught up already? It's Monday. I know we're not very motivated on Mondays. This brain's not working very well. I'm fine, Harry. And there's Papa Cat. Lexus called me for my old car. You can tell Papa Cat got into the Tillamook thing too, because my dad was very proud that it came from Oregon. But yeah, Lexus called me to tell me I needed a tune-up. And I'm like, no, duh. No, I try to keep the old car in tune because usually somebody at the dealership wants it. And so I basically am going to sell them $100. I don't know. I'm going to sell it to somebody at the dealership, but they keep it in pristine condition, the engine. So I don't have to worry about the engine. So, but I scheduled something, then told Papa Cat about it. And he said, well, I scheduled something. And so it was very strange. So, do you like being in there? You know, it really sucks being stuck in there with all these curtains up because you can't see the real world. You know, where it's really nice out here, even though it's, Carl the Fog has come in and he's not having it, but that's cool. There's still some sun here that you might be enjoying, but I don't really think you guys enjoy much. You all seem to look very cranky, which I'm sorry. In a way, you know, you wouldn't be cranky all the time if you came out. FYI, freaks. I like this. If you look there, only one of the curtains are up. You can see that sort of white line move around, and or down. The other curtain is up. So they're losing interest in me, I guess. That would be a miracle. So that would be funny. So yeah, anyway, I'm listening to this like metal guy do YouTubes, and it sounds so much like the guys I knew when I was doing Rocky. There were a lot of metalheads in Rocky, and the guy I was dating. So it was very funny. He reminds me of that. It's like reliving my youth. And so I've been watching him like crazy. I did watch Natalie this morning, and I did watch Nora do a half an hour. That was weird. Trying to think. Yeah, because she's she's wanting to do a second channel. Sort of the way I want to do a second channel. Like I said, she just mentioned that the day before I did. Like Natalie mentioned it, doing the news thing. A week before I did. I actually have a website for it. I was semi-serious. So, because, God, even in just, 9 months, we've all changed from looking at websites to looking at YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. Wow. Maybe it's just the old people are catching up. I know I shouldn't pick on us, but, oh, the metal guy was hilarious. He went to this, like, punk festival, and it was all the old punk people and like the original people in the original bands, and he goes, you know, it looks like a senior center having a big big blowout 30th anniversary. I started laughing because it's like, oh my God, we have a senior center in Alameda, and I've always teased that Alameda was goth retirement island. So when we all hit that certain age, we can go invade it and take it over. Oh. So, yes, for some reason, the goth techs bought houses, and people, well, going from San Francisco to anywhere else in the East Bay would be hella cheap. So there were a lot of people renting too, because it was monstrously cheap and it was relatively quiet. You know, we all hit that certain age and we don't want to get old. Or we know we are, but we don't want to. So, but yeah, another friend of ours came to visit or look at something once. I can't remember. And she was like, I wish my neighborhood was like that. I'm like, it's the whole island, darling. So, yes, I said hello to Sitting. I wish, Carrie Ann, I wish I would have like read the book to where you did, because it sounded completely disturbing, and I would have been able to probably phrase it correctly or not correctly, just like, oh my God, this is some effed up shit. So I will catch up, because I'm sorry, but chapter 7 is boring. I should probably just start listening to it in the car. Take making Papa Cat go to Whole Foods in Berkeley with me or something so we can play it. Oh my God, my little goth freaks I see all the time. He's got a mini. Wow. See? Tech heads. I should have known. Yeah, I know. Her hair is now pink and bobbed. So I saw her out the door. So... You found it, Papa Cat? I mean, did you know any metalheads when you were a kid? The punk one was cool. I mean, the Misfits headline, I wanted to go to it. We both wanted to go to it, but it was like, it cost a fortune. And there wasn't a hotel near there. And it wasn't near LAX. So it was just like, everything is saying old people stay home. But, It was like the old people were on stage. One of my roommates used to be in a punk band called the Angry Samoans. And I was actually surprised that they didn't get back together, because all of the original Misfits that are alive are still there. So I was watching it, laughing my butt off, because he's just talking like the old days. Oh my God. And it was funny. I totally forgot to turn off. See, it's either turned off or turned on. I can never remember to keep it. Okay, now it's off. My ringer. And then I don't look at it until like 8 and everybody's done things and Carrie Ann's already been on, and I'm like, oh, I'm such a doofus. Do you have those doofus days? I don't think they're any more or less than when I was younger at this point. I just think that I'm more aware of them now. So I should throw some shade at these people. Why are you stuck in there? Don't you think you should be out here enjoying yourself? I mean, there are people who probably miss you, but even if there aren't, you can make new friends really easily nowadays. Because after COVID, we're all sort of, you know, wanting to be out and about and moving around and talking to people, because, hell, I just recently got back into the I can hug you thing, even though there's another COVID popping up. But it's not as dangerous as it once was, so it's mellowing out. So we should probably have COVID as like just a cold within a couple of years. Since there's no real reason to get rid of it now, the research and development and big pharma won't be putting a lot of effort into it. So we'll just learn how to relax and enjoy it. But yeah, like, wouldn't you rather be touching people out here? Wow, it's cold. I've got a cold snap. And what the heck? That was weird. I hope they aren't a band that's setting me up. 2 kids and 2 adults coming down. I don't trust them anymore. Isn't it horrible? I don't even trust the children around here anymore. So we'll see what happens, because, you know, they're walking down here. So yes, sub to Carrie Ann, because she is way too much fun. It's like hanging out at your aunt's house, your crazy aunt's house. And she has a huge cat and the really cool looking hot dog, long-haired hot dog. And that was weird. I don't know what they were huddling for then down there. They were huddling like near the light pole, so I thought they were Scientology. I can hear the dog, but I can't see it. Let's see. Oh, what is it? What is it? I don't think you guys can see it from here, but it's I have no clue. That dog is American. More than 3 breeds. That's why I say I'm American, because I'm more than 3 breeds. And my cousin told me that they actually call dogs like that because she did like obstacle course stuff. They just call them American bred. So I didn't come out of left field with that one. So don't you want to be out here? That's my new greeting for you guys, because, you know, when you almost try to knock somebody out with a door, they're not going to be very nice with you for a while. So since you're going to be violent, I'm going to avoid the rest of you, because, you know, I don't trust any of you not to knock me down and say you ran into me by mistake. So, because y'all have larceny in your hearts now, it's a shame. You could have been out here enjoying yourself and getting back together with people that, you know, liked you. But you'd rather be in a place where people talk about you all the time. It's like one big gossip cauldron. You know, it's not even a gossip, like, was it pool? I mean, this is like a gossip man-made lake. Since you're not supposed to talk about Scientology, and you're not supposed to ask each other questions, and you're encouraged to make knowledge reports because knowledge is bad, it's like you guys are sort of screwed in there. So if you want to live a life of total paranoia and thinking there's a conspiracy behind every door, go for it. But I don't think you should. I think you should walk out here and find out that everything is not related to everything else, and you will not die, and your organization will not fall apart. We wish it would, but it won't. Yeah, we have 5 trauma centers around here, so you're pretty safe on that one too. So the only thing that's keeping you in those doors is yourself, because I heard this morning that, oh God, what was it? It was about schizophrenia. Oh, the main sign of schizophrenia is that you have the impression that everybody's after you, so you sue people. If you do or not, it doesn't have to count, but schizophrenics always assume that people are after them, so they sue them a lot. My opinion, that sounds familiar. Not saying anything about that, but hey, it's a little weird, isn't it? And I'm the one who's got the brother who thinks I'm an alien, like Xenu's little sister. So, it was just, what I was thinking, because I'm still mad at them. Yeah, I'm the one who has larceny in my heart right now, because I have no interest in getting them out. Only interest I have is making people not want to go in, or making people who've been in there for a while not to go in there. Nora was explaining the other day that the elderly, unfortunately, we shouldn't, as a conglomerate, think about trying to get them out, because they really don't know much if they've been in there for a long time, and have been programmed to be witlessly scared that nothing will work for them out here and they won't get a job and blah blah blah. They've had a lot more years to be pounded on. So, gotta stay away from the children, because why confuse them even more? The only thing, well, no, actually, if a person's standing next to a child, you can usually tell their age, because as you get older, everybody else gets younger. So, but I think when you're near, someone was following me. When you get near younger people, you can tell when they're older. So it's like trying to avoid high school years, maybe even college years. So early 20s people are what I'm looking for. Let's see. A lot of Asian people, I don't specify a country because I don't usually look at them. Because you can tell Asian countries apart by their faces. Go figure. But I don't want to look at them and scare them because they look like tourists. You can usually tell a rabbit in rabbit season. So it's like, but they always take pictures, and they've been the ones who stop here. Always take pictures in front of the building. I've had one pair of people who had heavy accents say that they were just taking pictures of the building, and it's like, how would you even know what the building is? No offense, but your whole family's into old architecture? Little weird. So it's like, yeah, the people in there right now can rot, because I'm still mad at them, because even coming up with that concept that spanned 2 orgs, because Carrie Ann got it the day before I did, and then I got it, and it was like, wait a minute, that is not cool or kosher. You're gonna get in trouble. But I haven't heard about anybody else. Papa Cat asked me, has it been anybody else? And it's like, well, I haven't seen it in anybody's title or something. So that's got to be a good thing. They came and went with that idea real fast. I just thought it was really weird. 2 of us in 24 hours. And over here. So it's some regional director that got the bright idea, in California and the Pacific Northwest. So enjoy yourself with your nose on the grindstone, trying to make money for Davey, because he won't go out and do it himself. He hasn't had a real interview, in 20 years, 25 years? He knows his limits. He can't talk to people. Even though he insists on you guys talking to people to give him more money, because that's what it's all about for him, money. Don't you wonder what he's going to do when he quote-unquote retires, since it seems the gossip is, the rumor mill says, is that your Lord God King Bufu might be a replacement for him because his Scientology world has not made sense, even though they are finding out that he was a Scientologist a lot longer than anybody thought. But yeah, the rumor mill is that Cairo is getting ready to be the replacement. I mean, hell, Davy is... I'm trying to think. Davy's 55, I think? And, you know, that's old to people who don't really do much but smile a lot and tell other people to torture them, in my opinion. That's what my channel should be called, in my opinion. Brain Fox says, in my opinion. So it seems to be getting to you. You guys are moving around. Isn't that a shame? No more advice from me for a while. Now you just get to pace the floor and wonder what the hell you're doing here. You know, we wonder too. We don't understand why you're here. We wouldn't be. I mean, hell, the building is beautiful, and I'm sure you guys haven't managed to mess it up, but it can't be fun in there because, you know, all the things you can't talk about. Isn't that just awful? I'm already getting the feeling they're also saying what door I've been at, so they have to avoid me. There are two people back there. One is in a suit, and like a brown suit. Woman, and then the one who won't talk to me anymore. That's what I'll call him, the one that doesn't talk to me anymore. But I don't see the BMW. Oh, yes I do. But it's in a... I don't think they had a handicap. Maybe it's somebody else's BMW. Remember, he was paying for... the one who doesn't talk to me was paying for the lady's BMW. So... You know how cold it is here? Someone has got his heavy duty harness on and socks. It's a little chilly here. When the pets have to have socks, it's chilly. So he's 64. Oh, I'm sorry. Davey's 64. So I guess he is getting close to retirement. I wonder how long Cairo's going to stay here before they ship him out. Actually, I bet you he gets shipped out a lot faster than you would think, because we all know that he's here and he's getting covered almost every day in the rumor mill. So I'm sure you guys wouldn't want that. And especially if his friends come to participate in their own protests, because his ex-people who relied on him, who were friends with him, who are very hurt now, know where he is now. So maybe that's why you had the doors and the curtains closed on Saturday. Did somebody come and make a ruckus then? I'm not responsible for those people. Those aren't my people. So they are my people in the only sense is that they come to protest. But that's it. We're all independently owned and operated. So you can't blame one person for everything else, no matter how hard you try. Great, now I have when I'm 64 going through my head. So, let's see, we're done with the front door for a little while. Maybe not, side, who cares? So, yeah, once I learn how to make an intro, or once Papa Cat does, we'll put the fair use thing on the intro. That was the one with the socks. And that guy doesn't know what he's doing with his pet. Go ahead. We'll put the fair use disclaimer at the front, so I can't get dinged for another, stupid Roberta Flack song. Yeah, because it's not under my control. So yeah, I've got to make an intro and an extra because I should. How about that? Oh, I'm sort of like out there today, and I don't know why. Probably because it was just too easy to get here. It's probably going to be really easy to go home too. I might be able to adjust my Mondays. I forget how easy they are. And I have a feeling that a lot of places don't make their people come in on Mondays, because I'm not seeing office people running around either, so it's possible. You know, you wonder, you see them walking up. There are hostels on South of Market that people can stay at. And this is on the way to where? I don't know. Maybe it's going to a hostel from BART station. But he's got like a scarf sticking out of his suitcase, and I was just wondering, should I tell him or should I not tell him? I don't know. I'm the one who opens the doors for people to get in here. Dangerous. Brain's dangerous. So, bet you want to know about that credit stuff, don't you? Nah, not anymore. You tried to hurt me with these stupid doors, and they're heavy. I know that because I helped someone in the other day who couldn't open your damn doors. So they are heavy, and it was made for me to be hit by. Now you can't. And he also pressed the handicap button, and nothing seemed to happen. So guess we will. We forget about it because, you know, real life other than this. So always forget about finding the accessible people to tell them about the painted over wheelchair access sign, and then the guy here that has his enamel off and obviously doesn't work because the older gentleman pushed the button the other day and nothing happened. So I know you guys disregard us because you think we're, you know, below you, but sorry, no, we're just equal. We think you guys are slightly. We have to be nice to you. Yeah, slightly pity. Isn't that horrible that you have to think of somebody like that because they're just conniving and cruel? Isn't that what you guys want us to be? Conniving and cruel and the devil and blah, blah, blah. And we're not? Doesn't that suck? You freaks. Soon the boombox will be out. Disappeared. Randy Rambo does song parodies. Usually does show tunes. No wonder under Kamala 40 years back. I hope it's good. Yes, she is my Kamala. A woman from Oakland will be president. That's like saying that a man from Detroit in the 80s would be president. So, no way I like it. Because then Oakland will be cleaned up. Because the president is not going to stand for their hometown being a mess. So, and the reason it's a mess is because the police are in an argument with the mayor. And the latest one was they yanked their temporary, on top of that, yanked their temporary police chief out from under their feet like one night. So that's what's really going on over there, because unfortunately the crime's getting centralized to traditionally high crime areas instead of it being all over the place like it used to be. So I think that, you know, cops are pretty much telling her, you know, look, brain dead woman, you know, stop fighting with us. Okay, yes, then I will look for it. She's on the cover of Time this week. I told the Papa Cat to save that for me so I can frame it. But of course, I think it already put a dent in the cover. It's like, yeah, I'm telling a man who reads his magazines, unlike me, you know, and enjoys them, to not mess up the cover. So, yeah, no, my luck, I'm probably just going to keep the now she's president things. So, and them saying she slept her way to the top. Oh, I don't know if she's my freaking age. Sorry, but harassment wasn't something to be complained about when we were growing up. So of course they said that because she might have dated like VPs or, you know, big high-powered attorneys, not on purpose. You get tired of being chased back then. So, but if that's all they can find on her too, hee hee. So, let's see. So how many people do you think like you? For real? That aren't Scientologists? Or do you hide your Scientology when you walk out the door? One of our protesters talked about that, how she kept quiet about her Scientology because she didn't want to be ostracized or set aside or talked about behind her back. So is that what you guys do? Is you change out of your outfits, because I figured this one out. You change out of your outfits and then go living your life like you're not a Scientologist. Is that what's going on with you guys? It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be slightly embarrassed if I was heavy duty into my club and had to wear the uniform that everybody else wears. So, you know, think of that too. Do you hide your Scientology? If you do, you've got one foot out the door. So you try the second foot, or just even go to a different area. Go to Reno for the weekend. Don't take anything you're wearing here because it could be tagged. Those, little chips are really tiny. And go experience life somewhere else. I assume that Davey probably, in my opinion, walks around like a normal person because he probably takes his hairpiece off. So, and if he did that, he would not look the same. Because there's no way that he'd just be holed up somewhere constantly where he's not really communicating with anybody and only comes out for special Coliseum days. So, think about it. He does make 6 figures and probably keeps most of that because he probably, does it all on organization funds. So, one of these days, and your Lord God King Bufu here is only 40. Wow. Back in the old days, that was old. Now, hell, he's barely gotten out of the crib. So, that could be why he's here, because he needs to learn things more than he needs to be proselytizing and handing out flyers and getting people to come in the doors. Think of it that way. How often do you see him besides Thursdays? I think I saw him last Friday. I don't remember. And I'm still not blocking the doors. So, sorry. You do know the last time you probably called the police on me. They just sort of drove up, saw it was me, and left. Who's going to keep harassing a little old lady? Huh? Oh, I'm not a spring chicken, and you know they don't like to bug the elderly. So, neener, neener. Freaks. No, Rosie, we usually don't talk about stuff like that because I try not to bring anybody's drama in here because it just goes haywire. So, the question is innocent. I do understand that, but probably go ask him. He still has his channel. I mean, he still has the YouTube still up, and he's got an email, so probably ask him. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Because I'm important, damn it. In my mind. So yeah, Cairo's 40, which, like I said, I seriously don't feel like the elderly. I am technically the elderly being over 55. Don't feel it. Was it Carrie Ann said something yesterday that her kid said to her, and it was just like, are you kidding? Oh, he said to act your age, and it's like, we are acting our age. The environment has changed. It's like, we live longer because we do things that are more for our health, and we're not surrounded by super fun cleanup sites anymore, and they're not building buildings that are unsafe or not to code. It's just like the whole environment has changed, so we get to live longer. And we get to act like we're living longer. We're healthier longer, I guess you could say. So, hi Pup Groomer, how are you? I know I still haven't watched any of your diamond painting, and that is seriously because I'm deathly afraid of liking it. How's that for an excuse? You'll see the craft room. I'll give you guys a tour of the craft room. Taxi's like pulling up to me. Oh no, somebody's in the taxi. Okay. I was gonna say they're gonna start sending taxis to me, so I can just tell them straight up, oh no, that's them, not me. They're setting you up. So then they won't pick up anything from this phone number again. They don't think things like that. They'll, quarantine the phones. Yeah, let's see. I have my quilting, I have my Afghans, I have my cross stitch, the paint, but I bought that just as like a fundraiser. And the glitter and the stick-on. Oh, poor guy. We have a homeless guy that's yelling. And I know people like to use the word unhoused, but no, I like to use the word homeless because I think it's more of a way to remind people that they're homeless. It's more of a agitation word for me. So, no, thank you for reminding me, because I was trying to remember what that was. Because, it's just so easy to get on YouTube and wind up watching the heavy metal channel. I want to see your craft room because, it's just fun to look and just see how, it's like, in reality, how bad you are too. I did do something wrong though, because my mother was a craft freak. I got rid of her Cricut. I guess the big fancy cutting machine that people use for stickers and stuff. I had no clue. She never talked about it, so I had no clue. So I got rid of it. I feel bad. I could have used it to make stickers and stuff. So yeah, Cricut, that one. Yeah, she had a nice one because, she was as bad as me. If she's going to buy it, she's going to buy a good one. So, but I had no clue what it was. And it was like, it just looked like some kind of sewing machine to me or something. And I just went, well, what am I going to do with it? So, I mean, hell, I got rid of 3 of her sewing machines. I kept the 2 sergers. I don't know how to use a serger. I think they're 2 sergers. I've got a serger that I've never used. I know, I could be cutting off the hem of everything in the world right now. Since my body is the normal size of a 5, I'm 2 inches too short? Is that what my doctor said? My limbs are shorter than they should be, which I know because I have a funky inseam and all my jackets go down to like my knuckles. So I'll see how many sergers I have left. We're going to the storage area anyway. So, because we're trying, my November thing I want to do. Okay. Yeah, no, I have the one my dad gave me. My dad bought me a sewing machine one year. And, I don't think I've used it very often, but I keep it because my dad gave it to me, which drives my mom nuts, or did drive my mom nuts, because she'd always say something like, when your dad gets you something, you treat it like it's gold. And I said, no, I treat it like it's an altar. Because, it was like my dad thinking of a girl thing to get me. So, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll see how many I have. I'm sure I have more than, what is that kid walking in the street? Or it's not a kid. I think there's another baseball game. It's not a kid. Okay. That was not funny. Yeah, I think I have, hello. She was the one in the street. She's very cute. Hi, Heath. Yeah, I think I have 3. I don't know. I had to clean out a whole house. My mom became more of a hoarder at the end. And thank God it was just stuff. and not, food. That would not have been fun. So I had to clean out all of these craft things. I got rid of so much supplies, but it went to great. The junk people I had, nix it. They're local. They're owned by a woman. And when they take in, when they do the junk haul, you still pay them. It's just not super expensive. And they take it, they have a warehouse where they divide things up. And Habitat for Humanity comes in, and then teachers or school districts come in, and then they sell whatever is left over to piecemeal guys. So it's like, it's the best thing on the planet. If I ever do junk removal, I'll go with them. I had them twice, and it's just so awesome to hear that they help out their community. So that's why I use them. I tell everybody who's here to use them, and I basically, yes, I guilt them into it because I tell them what they do. And, the Habitat for Humanity thing, because it's very big in Oakland, is like, do you really want to upset President Carter? He's very frail right now, because he is like, I don't know, he just reminds me of like the Mother Teresa Gandhi type, is putting himself after everybody else. And when Rosalind died, it sucked because she was with him the whole freaking time. And he did sell his peanut farm when he became president. And it's like, people don't know about him, and they need to. And it did fill the axiom, is that you can't be intelligent and be a president. So, God, I don't have anything to say to them. It's like, I just want them off my lawn. Go away. Isn't that just funny? Like, can't you guys just go away and do this somewhere else? Like Antarctica? Have you thought about that? Having an org in Antarctica? Because then nobody will bother you. Because there won't be anybody for 6 months out of the year. And you won't bother us. Because, you actually don't bother most people, because most people don't know what you are. But we just don't like your tactics that you do and still manage to survive. I mean, hell, a steaming cult, a pile of coal right in front of you, and people don't see it. So, but some people saw it. I saw some people talking about it's a cult when I was walking here from my car. So some people know who you are. And since it's such a historic building, it's very easy to explain to people what you guys are without violating any law. I can tell them real facts, and people will leave anyway. How about that one? Freaks. Time to walk this way. It could be also because my wrist is not happy and I have a splint on it today. I'm hoping it's not arthritis and I just sat with it wrong. Because if that's what arthritis is going to be, I'm screwed. Because I am allergic to opiates. So, and then with everything else going on, I don't know what I can take now. My mother got lucky with her COPD, is that she wasn't allergic to opiates, so she could take codeine cough syrup. And then they went through that whole anti-drug thing where they cut people back. See, this is the thing. My mom used to go through big bottles of codeine cough syrup. You couldn't tell. It just kept her cough down. So she had that down to like a science. And when they cut it back, it was just like, but kept the length. So it messes with your mind. All of a sudden, it's going to be taken back. And yeah, she did decline a lot faster after that. It was only a couple of years. And she coughed a lot. So it was like, I was so not in that, even though I didn't do opiates. It was like, how can you do that to chronic people? So, yeah, since I'm allergic to opiates, I don't get to do anything except trying to figure out new exciting ways to get the ibuprofen cream. That was a Porsche. I don't understand why you drive a car like that in the city. You're just asking to be hit or hit somebody. There's an ibuprofen cream that I used to use in my joints, but You can't ship it from, because it's not legal here. It's not over the counter here. It's over the counter everywhere else. I used to get it from Canada. Then I'd get it from England. And now you can't get it anywhere. So it's like, that sucks. And I don't know anybody in Canada, the UK, that I could have send it that I wouldn't be worried about. The one person I know in the UK, I would not make her quote unquote smuggle anything. So I just have to deal without it. I made my other ibuprofen cream last forever. It was before my chiropractor, and it was for, I think it was for my wrists. Degenerative joint disease in my wrists. That's what I have. My mother had it, and she had pins, and she would show everybody the pins while it was healing. Yeah, but you can't get it. It's not over the counter. And what are you up to, High Desert Dog? Ah, okay. The stream will be ending in 2 minutes. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Why are steaming pile of cold? It fit though. It fit. And like I said, I'm not saying nice things to them. I would help them with their credit, how to get out of, massive credit, and they would make sure that they could hear me. And this is how I killed their boom boxes in the back. But since they tried to hit me with that frickin' door, I'm just like, no, I'm not helping you with anything anymore. So, yeah, I just can't get the cream in America. I guess I'll have to ask my doctor if this is still happening the next time I see her, if she can prescribe it. With my medical insurance now doing the platinum thing because of Papa Cat and his embolism that was in his leg. Yes. Madam Brain Fog. Thank you. No, Madam of Club Brain Fog. I'll send my clouds out soon to make you happy. That it won't cost me anything to get a prescription, and I'd actually have to pay for it over the counter. So it's like, I don't understand things like that. And it's freaking ibuprofen. You can take ibuprofen in a pill. This is where I almost believe people in their stupid, big pharma things. And they're not stupid. They're mostly right. Ah, CBD. I don't know. I use it on the cats. I haven't tried it on myself. And ever since the last time I tried the edible. If a motorcycle is going to sound like that, it should be pretty. That is like a work motorcycle. Anyway, I tried an edible and went through the usual. I know it's a CBD and it's not supposed to do that. So I guess I can try it. I've got some that I was going to get rid of. I just it's sitting on the first floor on a shelf. So I can try that, and if not, I can get it somewhere else because, it being legal in California, we've got a million of them. Because, yeah, it might work on that. So it's the conundrum, though, of like, do you just wait it out and try not to... I'm ambidextrous, so I can do things with both hands at least. Do I wait it out, let it heal, or do I put a numbing cream on it and aggravate it more? So it's that sort of conundrum, because I try to take care of all of my joints and stuff. I got the degenerative joint disease at 14. That's what my doctor told me, because I would dislocate my thumbs constantly. So I try not to push my physical body if I don't have to. So but it's like, also, is it doing it to me on purpose, maybe because I want to get the house together? It's like, don't get too excited, lady. You don't know what's really going to happen. No conspiracy here. No, I'm not paranoid. You're paranoid. So Yeah. Actually, the BFF does the 420 for anxiety, and it works well on her. And she's got it down to a science. So it's like there isn't a goofball drug addict. It's just like, nope, she's just calmer. And since my mom used to do it, I can, you know, it's like I don't what's that word? I don't fault anybody for doing that. So she's the one who took me to my first 420 place that looked like a frickin' Sephora. My God, it was so clean. And I think I got another CBD tincture from there for the girls. Because weirdly enough, the one cream I got at a place that doesn't exist anymore actually got rid of my cat's dandruff, because it was the asthmatic one and it helped her get better, but it also got rid of her base of her tail, like psoriasis. I guess it's common. So the vet techs were just amazed. They're like, what the hell did you do? And I'm like, I get her stoned. So yeah, maybe I should get a hold of her about the patches, because I gotta see her soon anyway. So yeah, her daughter, my nemesis. That's what I used to call her, because she used to always give me that dirty look when she was like a toddler and, you know, to like 5, going, what are you doing here, sort of thing. She's gonna be a bridesmaid and needs sparkling stuff, and she's gonna come over and raid my jewelry boxes. So to get her sparkling stuff, because it's like a fairy wedding, which sounds great. I can tell her I want pictures. So yeah, I have to see them soon, so I can ask Mom, the BFF, what I should do for this, because of course she hyper studies everything she's interested in, so she would know exactly what I would need for my wrist. Yeah, see, you have a Russian, I love Russian blues. They're so bratty. I will try the latest CBD thing I have on my Norwegian, because she needs to calm down anyway. Forgot to ask about Kitty's Xanax when Papa Cat took her in. So I'll see what it does to her body, because it could be like one of the things in the 420 that's doing it. So yeah, I'll do that and see how she comes out, because yeah, no, it got rid of the base of the tail psoriasis. And the vet techs were just amazed, and I was so happy, because I feel so bad when they have dandruff, you know, because it can't be fun. Oh my God, you're taking over for No Face. Where's my No Face? I love that. Kitty Xenu. Has anybody told you about Xenu? I don't think the ghosts want me telling you about Xenu, because you'll get depressed when you find out that OT3 has Xenu in it. And there's nothing you can take for it but another level. So you should try some Xenu. Because you'll be doing it OT3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't know if anybody hits 8 anymore. So, sorry. Not freaks. Oh, that's the other one, isn't it, Carrie Ann? That's Whiskey? Is that his name? The one we never get to see. All we get to see is Pop. And he's technically a blue, because gray cats are blues. If he has that tinge. Because, yeah, blues have that tinge. I love blues. They are bratty as heck. OT catnip? What is OT? On the catnip. They're not big fans of it, unfortunately. Scotch. Okay, thank you. Scotch. Scotch is the white one, right? Because Pop is gray. Unless I'm losing my mind. I see him on 70-inch television. And Fuzz knows its name is Scotch. Oh my God, that woman knows everything. Ah, so does White and Gray. Yes. Yeah, nobody's been stuck with a pure white cat like I had for 17 years. That's why I can decat anything. Except for this purse. I could have swore I ran a decatter on it and it still has bird's fur all over it. Operating Peyton cat. Yes, yes. The last set of furlines liked the nip. And I was getting them like fancy catnip. They were having a great old time. These two, I'm going to try it again because yeah, she is a lot quieter. But the kids in the greenway don't bother anymore, and we've got a screamer. Now she sits at the door screen and just watches them. Sort of like now she's like acting like she's better. Hey, that crow was yesterday, day before too. Maybe it's a mom, baby, something. I don't think it's a parrot. The parrots stay in Telegraph Hill until nighttime. That's why all of these trees are here, and that's why they're actually, if you look, you will see that some trees are trimmed very weirdly, like against the wall of the building. And that's because the parrots of Telegraph Hill come here to sleep. Which was really neat one Saturday when I was doing it late. The parrots all came and they make circles and they get in the trees and come out of the trees. It was really neat. Yeah, maybe I should do it again. Well, it'll get later earlier, so I can probably come in a little later, like a couple of days to watch the parrots, because they're the green-headed parrots. Supposedly they were in style in the 20s. And of course people thought they were too much of a hassle, so they let them out. And it's not ancestral, so other people must have let their parrots out, or usually also what happens is somebody smuggling them and they let them out of the suitcases. And so now we have a rather decent colony of parrots that go from Telegraph Hill, which is where Lombard is, with that street, the crookedest street, which there's a more crooked street in Potrero Hill. Don't tell anybody. And they come over here to go sleep in the trees. So it's really neat to see them like flying around and stuff. I tried to get them once. I should actually bring the camera I was going to do video on, and like video, that one would grab it. So that way people can see the parrots. It's so neat. We have turkeys in Alameda and peacocks in Fremont. Dusty would know about the peacocks. Because they're in like a spot in it. The funny part is you can't hit any of these animals. If you do, you get fined a ton of money. So it's like the turkeys. It was funny. The turkeys were there was one in the middle of the street the other day, and it was like people are following him, make sure nobody hits him, and he finally gets on the sidewalk. But yeah, no, I have a really cool picture of them too. I should make that a thumbnail. One of the turkeys had his fan out. So, and usually in the wild, the prettier animal is the boy, because you know the wild knows better. We should be picking the boys. So, I know you've had a long, hard day of listening to me for an hour. I'm sure it feels like 3. I don't blame you. But, you know, you got to make your money, and it's only Monday, so you got to hit your mark by Thursday at 2. And we'll see you-know-who on Thursdays, because I do. And then I can ask him. So is he going to be Lord God King Bufu 2, version 3? That's what he should be called. There should be version 2 and version 3. Virgin? Version 2 and version 3. The bad comments in my ears. Are there real cops there? Oh my God, there are real cops there. Are they coming? Are they looking at me? Okay, guys, you figure this out. They're across the street, and I'm trying to find them. There's a bus in my way. see. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay. So let's see. Do you think they're watching me or are they watching someone else? I think they're watching somebody else. No, unfortunately, I know this is supposed to be a joke, and you know I don't have dad humor. My dad is sarcastic. So no, well actually my stats sort of are. I'm at 893, which is amazing. So let's see what they're up to. Someone just come out of the ground? You know, we have the doors that open and you're, you know, underground sort of thing. Okay, I'm trying to keep there. The phone should keep on them. Actually, come on. Okay. They're talking to somebody about parking, but that's a real cop car. I'm used to ignoring the cop cars. 2,500 was the last one. 893 was the last time I checked for subscribers. My short watch hours suck. I'm only at 12,000. Actually, I'm only at 11 for the past, I think, 3 months. So no, my stats aren't going anywhere. I'm still the lonely protester on the hill. So, are they going to tow that car? Oh, there's another cop car. So I'm watching something happening. I don't know what. I can't think it'd be for me. Yes, someone walk close to the phone. That better not be for me because there's no reason. Especially 2 cops, considering the last time I got was 1 and then my drive-by was 1. So, where'd he go? Oh, there they are. So, I'm trying. Which story? I know, isn't it like an hour after, or a month after that? Ooh, actually I think they're going into the barber shop. Ooh, we should watch this. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here. Sorry, I know. But I can't figure out, or I only figure out when it's not interesting, how to keep the camera on them. Okay, now it should stay. What are they doing? Isn't this interesting? Oh, gotta make sure the windshield wipers work. Okay, now we're just down to 1. Where'd the other one go? I know, it's a busy street. It'd be funny if he's looking at me because I'm looking at him. Because I don't think they would be there that long if they were after me. Yeah, it's not just me. I've been 2 copped, 1 cop, and then 1 cop who drove by, parked, or pulled over and then changed his mind and left. So I think it's something about the barber shop because they're trying to act nonchalant towards the barber shop. I don't think it's me. Hi, Robert James. You got my email, I'm sure. That was awesome. That made me laugh. I remembered. Oh, okay. Are they delivering supplies to them? Hey, how are you? I'm okay. How about you? What are you doing? Yes, it was neat. Keep sending them. They're complaining about something. This is interesting. They're pointing everywhere. I don't see anything happening when I'm here on that side of the street. So, they can see I'm doing this. And they're not pointing at me, so. Ah, you finished Carrie Ann's clip. Cool, you should send it in. Thanks, Fuzz, for putting his channel up. It's funny. Hi, Desmond. We're just watching cops. They're not coming to me, so they're across the street doing something. I don't know what. I was going to say 2 cars. I've never gotten more than 2 people. Yes, like Harry Ann said, you rock, Robert James. So, did I say hi to you, Desmond? The brain fog is real. People think it's a clicker. It's like, nope, it's real. So, I wonder if somebody robbed something in there. I don't even know what those 2 are. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I have to explain to people sometimes that the brain fog is real and the channel was started for brain fog and not Scientology for real. Just bumped into Scientology. So, okay, whatever it was, it's over. The cops are leaving. So, unfortunately, Desmond, you catch me at my very end. Because I usually do an hour. I was working up to an hour and a half, but since I'm not very happy at these people anymore, since they tried to knock me around with their door, I'm trying to figure out another way to do this besides making fun of Cairo, because, you know, he's annoyingly interesting right now. So yeah, the cops are done. Boring. Probably just somebody. Oh, I wonder who that is. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys thought I left already? I'm not gone for a little while. I'm here forever. That was funny. Can you do it again? They both work here. She does. Look at that awful suit she's wearing. So, I wish I'd meet them on the other side, but I'm so not in the mood to go mess with them. My wrist hurts. My hand hurts. It's really weird. Let's see. Oh, they are coming around. Ooh, how do I resist the urge? Ah, okay. I was like, why is Papa Cat saying that? Only be here for 1 billion years. I know. See, that's the thing. It's like, does somebody have me? You know, if they were smart, they would just have me on their feed so they know which way I'm going. But, you know, not very. Anyway, so they should be coming in that direction. I hate missing the chance. And I can't run. It's part of the degenerative joint thing. So if I run, I start dragging. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Whoops. I don't know what's worse. Me saying things or me not saying things and just filming them. Is that him? Holy crap, is that him? We miss him? That was him. Holy crap, that was him. And I was just saying. Son of a biscuit. Ah. Ah, okay. Your boss is here, so you might as well get cracking at what you're usually doing. I just saw him walk in the back door. So he's around more often now. Go figure. Where's his car? There are either 2 cars exactly the same, or it's just 1 car. Because I could have swore his car wasn't what it was before. They're both silver rabbits. And one just looks a little more polished than the other. But the license plates were different. Just the first number. So it's like, I don't know what to think. But I wish the skateboard people were listening to me telling them that Cairo's here so they could do what they wanted to do, because I'm sure there are enough people who would like to yell at this door about, you know, the man who dissed all of them and threw them all aside just so he can, you know, be a hermit and not go talk to anybody. So is he out here looking for me yet? Poor him. There's somebody taking pictures. I've seen him before. I think he takes pictures of me. He's got hair. Let's go look around for a minute. Yeah, it's him with the hair. He does that a lot. So, you know, I bought it the first couple of times. I'm not setting myself up for these people. I'm not in the mood. I've seen him way too many times. So, yeah, it's like, it's just wasted energy because they're just either PIs or, you know, they're being paid by Scientology for something. But his hair sort of sticks out. So, oh, I didn't even think about that. Papa Cat, you should take that clip or make a clip out of it to say that he was here today. I know, I forget to do that. And I even thought about it for Carrie Ann today, was going to run it upstairs in the bathroom computer, and I totally forgot. Let's see. I guess I can do my laptop on the second floor. Or who else did we do it to? Did you get your hour? You got your hours, right? It was like, who's saying F you? Little bitty Z at the end. That was funny. So yeah, it makes no sense. I thought the guy with the slicked up back hair was him. Oh, maybe it's just the way he wears it because the body shape was the same. And I saw it this time because he's got that whole like soul afro. I mean, it's just way too much hair in the front. So on his chin. So subscriptions. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I know anybody in the scene. I barely show up from mine and Carrie Ann's. Oh. So no, that sucks. I wish I would have went up there, but then again, I had been playing that thing that I did with him. Was it when he first came back? Which is, I didn't realize it was him, but I kept taunting some Scientology guy that wound up having to go to like Chinatown and probably catch an Uber and get the hell out of here. So, so yeah, okay. All the nasty things I want to say that I won't, to make fun of Cairo, but hey, you know. One more time. 50 subscriptions. I only have to get 107. So one for the road. Karma's a bitch. I will not do anything but tell them that I protest from here and that's where he is. Because I'm sure they don't know the address and they're afraid of getting sued. But you guys don't sue a lot of people anymore. Can't afford the lawyers. And when you do, boy, are those lawyers weird. You know, Street Soleil has a lot to say about those lawyers. They're just weird, and it isn't anything like offensive. He just said they're weird. So, can't afford the high-priced ones anymore, especially considering this used to be Lawyer Row. And there's nothing to sue me over because I'm a minority and I'm Native. You can't mess with me. And I'm over the age of 55. I am walking with a card that says, as long as I don't bother you, you can't touch me. And I'm very good about saying, in my opinion, I assume. And we all know what happens when you assume. So, I hope whatever they're teaching your Lord God King Bufu, he doesn't understand and has to ask questions. So he'll get shot down. He won't be replacing Davy. Anyway. Yes, you'll be able to open your doors again and pretend that you care about people because I'll be gone. I hope you have a horrible day in there, but I hope you have a great day once you walk out of these doors. So, ciao! There's a bee there. I almost had a bee molest me earlier. Ah. Ooh, they've been to your house. That sucks. They know my car, so they know my address, but it's also on a private street with basically my people in my commune, that's what I call it, our development, are like little police officers now. They know everything. And we have one specific person who does know everything. So, yeah, see, I know I've actually been checking subscriptions too. So, but that's why I don't think they come near me at my house. So I once thought somebody was following me a couple of months ago, but it's like I say, I'm not very important. Problem is I'm turning important because of Butthead. Normally it's just like, I'm in San Francisco, nobody really cares about San Francisco, it's okay, nobody will mess with me. So, but they've tried a lot of tactics on me, and most of the time I just don't get them until 4 or 5 hours later. Oh, were they trying to harass me? Oh, was he trying to do that I'm taller than you in a man thing? Oh. So yeah, that's it for today. Not too amused about Cairo being here now for a new reason. Because I used to say they aren't skateboarders in San Francisco because the PD doesn't like them. They don't. I had a friend who was a major skateboarder, like not professional. What are you doing, you freak? She just turned into this, which is the wrong way. Holy crap, no wonder she has a fluorescent car so people can watch her drive backwards. Wow, that was weird. This I'm used to. Hell, even I do this. But, anyway. Yes, everybody sub Carrie Ann. Everybody sub everybody else that has been put on here by the Great One. Or I shouldn't tease her. My Fuzz. Who are we going to raid, Fuzz? Oh, Carrie Ann has one. Cool. Cubs. I know I have still never watched him. I always forget. So I've heard nothing but wonderful things about him. So you guys should go do that. He's like me. He's a tenacious little monster from what I hear. So okay. Now this is like my outro, is showing my pyramid and saying there's a moose and squirrel at the top of it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Lock Scientology in your head. That's the fun part. So, ciao bellas.